to get his first win of the season.
Overall, great effort by Andre Lee. Just unlucky at the very end. We take a look at the upcoming schedule. Final regular season match against Wisconsin before March with the Big Ten Championships. Got the chance to spoke with Coach Heffernan about the tight schedule. He said that it's something that the players have actually really been looking forward to as opposed to something they dread with the fatigue and tiredness.
And that brings us to our final match of the entire duel here. It's a 23-9 team score. Illini is leading it as Deuce Rachal, always exciting, taking on Razohnn Gross here, the senior heavyweight wrestler for Rutgers now.
Yeah, Rachal got the win against Fletcher Miller of Indiana on Friday 2 days ago. Then he faced a tough opponent the week before against Yusuf Hamida. We were here to see that matchup. But I think the coaching staff has a main issue with him trying to put a complete performance. And I think what comes to mind is that match against Minnesota. He put together a great 6 minute, 40 seconds, but got taken down and lost a match that everyone, including the coaching staff, really thought that he could come out and win.
Be looking for a full performance here from Rachal as he takes on Gross here now. Gross is 13-10 on the season, and he took 6th place in the Big Ten Championships last season. And I believe these two actually did face a year ago when Rutgers played host to the Fighting Illini in their dual meet, and Gross actually was able to edge out a 1-point win against Rachal, so a little bit of revenge here is what Rachal is looking for in this matchup. We're still 0-0 here in the first period. And there's a leg attack from Rachal. He goes upper body and buries some underhooks. Good motion there from Gross to circle out and defend that. An underhook again from Rachal, but he quickly moves out of that as Gross starts hand fighting there. He's regaining his position there. .55 seconds remaining here in the first period. Still a 0-0 scoreline here in this heavyweight matchup, the final of today's dual meet. A fake shot attempt there from Rachal, looking for a reaction from Gross. And 30 seconds remain here in the first period. These wrestlers getting a little bit more active here as this period starts to close out. And this period is closing here with no points scored. These two wrestlers got a feeling for each other as this period went on, and we'll look to some mat wrestling to see who scores the first points of this match here, as Gross will be taking the bottom position to start off this second period. Now, Deuce Rachal, one of the most exciting wrestlers on the Fighting Illini lineup. You never really know what to expect from him, but you know he's going to bring something big.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the coaching staff as well, they also like him very much. He puts on a, he tends to start well, but like I said, he has a difficulty in terms of closing things out.
We saw a quick escape there from Gross. It's a 1-0 match with that escape, and there's a minute and 30 seconds left in this second period. Rachal looking for his first takedown to get some points on the board here as Gross has the lead. Currently, the true senior here for Rutgers is quite experienced, and as we mentioned before, they have experience with each other, so they know what to expect when facing each other. Very similar styles we've seen. And less than a minute remains in the second period. A 1-0 lead for Gross as Both these wrestlers are positioning here in the neutral position, looking for some sort of attack.
Yeah, in high school, I think Deuce Rachal wasn't even planning on playing at the collegiate level, but I think when the Illini coaching staff showed their interest in him, he really started working hard, and in every performance he gives everything.
Absolutely, you never should count Deuce Rachal out. He's known to go for some big points against some of the biggest opponents here in the Big Ten and NCAA as a whole, and he'll be looking for some points here as this second period is beginning to close. We enter the final 15 seconds. It's still a 1-0 match here for Gross.
Yeah, I mean, he upset number 19 Conan Jennings to defeat Northwestern on January 7th. That was earlier on in this year, so he's had big performances. He pinned Austin Myers to open the season of Missouri. And that all comes to hard work, grit, and determination.
And he'll need all three of those things as he takes bottom position down a point here to enter the final period of this entire dual meet. And he'll want to close out with an Illini win, but of course he has to overcome Razohnn Gross, and there's the escape. It's a 1-1 match. This is the period that will decide this meet here, or this match here, excuse me. There's a shot attempt from Rachal. With 1:30 seconds remaining here in the third period. All knotted up at 1 point. Both of these heavyweights looking for a takedown as a tight underhook was thrown there by Rachal. Quickly defended by Gross. We're approaching the minute mark here in this final period. Both these wrestlers hand fighting and looking for an angle. And there's a snatch single from Gross. He has Deuce elevated, and Rachal showing some balance, but there's the takedown there near the edge of the mat. It's a 3-1 lead for Gross. That was a big takedown there, and really able to penetrate the defense of Rachal as his coaching staff on their feet. They want a tough ride here.
Yeah, that was a good combination move.
And there's the escape. It's a 1 point lead for Gross now. 30 seconds left. We're going to see something big from Deuce Rachal. He's known to fire everything in his arsenal in the final seconds of a match. Now Gross, of course, expecting this, lowering his stance, and he'll be trying to keep his distance here from Deuce.
About 10 seconds left.
Diving shot there. We're looking at something big here. 6 seconds left. We want to throw. And there was a headlock attempt. Gross was able to slip it, get the final takedown. Not after a quicker state from Rachal, but Gross takes this match